Hello traders, Gary Wagner here, just before 10:30 in Honolulu, 4:30 in New York. It is Monday, July 11th, 2016, and we are looking at U.S. equities hitting some record highs today. Not in the Dow, although the Dow closed up 80 points higher at 18,226. That's just off of an all-time and record high of just shy of 18,400. But the Standard & Poor's did actually make a new all-time and record high, 2137 on the Standard & Poor's 500, the regular contract. We're looking at the E-mini at 2130.50, up 10 points, and this is a record high. We'll take a look at a couple of charts, and most perplexing is the fact that we have a economic scenario where we have fairly slow U.S. growth. Real concerns about Europe and Brexit. Couple that with a real slowdown in the Chinese economy, and lo and behold, this is the economic global climate that is bringing new record highs in U.S. equities. That will be obviously the topic of today's report, but the short answer is, where else are you going to put your money with yields being as low as they are? Let's take a look at our first chart. So traders, here we are. It is Monday, July 11th, and you will remember this day as the day that the S&P 500 moved to a new all-time record high, 2137 and change, up about 7 points on the day. As you know, we will typically look at the S&P E-mini because that's what we trade. This contract, of course, is 10 times the size and is a huge behemoth of a futures contract, this being the cash index. But when we take a look at that, our record tops, and these are the record tops that came in. This is 2015. Of course, we're looking at a weekly chart. Let's put up our year indicators, but this is the beginning of 2015. This is the beginning of 2016. But the market hits these tops right here and then comes down. This, of course, is that August meltdown that occurred when there was some bad news about the Chinese economy, took the market to a real correction. When it came up, this is 2100, couldn't make it, and then it had another sell-off to yet a new lower low, almost 1800 on the Standard & Poor's. But as you can see, effective today, we have closed definitively above that. We have a new record high in the Standard & Poor's 500. Now, as I said in my opening statement, it's kind of an odd time to really see all of this occur. We've got concerns about Brexit and the European economy. We've got growth in America and the mainland, but it's very, very slow growth. And at the same time, we've got a pretty big economic downturn in China, and yet we are at new record highs in the Standard & Poor's. If you would have asked me, say, a year ago and said, listen, here's the following scenario. We've got very, very slow growth in America. The United Kingdom has just passed a referendum vote to leave the European Union. And we have a slowdown in terms of economic growth in China and a lot of uncertainty. Do you think the stock market is going to hit new record highs? I'd be hard-pressed to give you the answer of yes, but nonetheless, this is the case. And the rationale behind it is quite simple. Yields are extremely low. Global equity markets don't have that same safety factor or really stability that we have in the mainland, and this is the best game in town. In other words, if you're a foreign investor, where are you going to put your equity to have it have the opportunity to grow? Are you going to put it in the European equities right now? There's a little bit too much uncertainty. Currencies are just all over the board, and so for that reason, money is coming into U.S. equities, and that's what's taken us to new record highs. Traders, lastly, we do have an absolute decoupling of the correlation between oil and equities. It was a strange bedfellows to say the least, but at least for now, we are seeing really a inverse or negative correlation between the two. S&P 500's new record highs, and we continue to see oil pretty much plummet from the recent highs that it achieved at around 52. Now, I've been on record as looking for a top at around 50. I was a couple dollars off. It did make a high of up to 52. But even there, I said, I think we're going to see the market come down. Now, one thing that we did identify was the fact that this market, in essence, was trading in a bullish channel. You can see that here going up to the top, didn't quite make it to the bottom there, midpoint. But when we broke through this channel, that told me that we might see some extreme lows head into the market. And I am on record and still believe we should see crude oil drift a little bit lower. My target right now is anywhere between $42 and $44 a barrel. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you, as always, good trading. We'll talk to you tomorrow for another Trending Markets. Bye-bye.